Hi guys, welcome back to the channel once again. It's your girl, the African Barbie, the melanin princess, Dumebi. If this is your first time stumbling on my channel and seeing my gorgeous melanated face, please subscribe by hitting the subscribe button right below this video right there, and then the notification bell right beside it. That way YouTube lets you know whenever I upload a new video. And if you are a returning subscriber, you guys know you're doing everything. You know that I love you. Welcome back. So today's video is going to be me doing my makeup and talking about a gist. As you guys already saw in the title, you know what this video is going to be about. So I'm going to be doing that while applying my makeup. That's something I started doing recently on the channel, and I realized that people enjoy it. So without talking too much, let's just begin.
Oh, so fabulous.
For those of you who might have noticed that my background is different, that's because I'm not home. I actually went to pay my brother a visit, and I went with my filming equipment, life of a content creator. So that's why I'm able to actually dish out this video a day after I heard the gist. This gist actually took over the internet yesterday, and there have been a series of videos on it. So I'm going to be, first of all, moisturizing my face using this Hydrate by Omariko Dambrega, and then I'm going to be priming my face using the Stay Matte Rimmel London Primer. So now, you guys, this gist, as you guys already saw in the title, you know that it's about Yul Edochie. Yul Edochie is Nollywood royalty. Yul Edochie is the son of very popular actor Pete Edochie. Everybody knows him. Pete Edochie is one of the Nollywood veterans, very talented man. He's a custodian of Igbo culture. You know, he's very grounded in his roots and all that. And sometimes he has even been involved in some controversy because some things he has said that seems to insinuate that he doesn't really value women, or that he's a bit chauvinistic, or kind of rooted in the old cultural ways of our forefathers as a traditional man, you know, that insinuates the place of a woman and some things that the modern day women are just not down for. So he got a lot of backlash online for saying some things before. And why I'm saying this is because now that this gist has come out about Yul Edochie marrying a second wife, you know, a lot of people, because I've really done my research before even coming to make this video. I've watched some videos, I've gone online, I've been on the social media pages of Yul Edochie, his wife and all that, and I've realized that a lot of people somehow still try to tie this story back to Pete Edochie, and for me it doesn't make sense. I'm going to talk more about that later. So I'm going to be using this foundation by Beyond Beauty. It's actually darker than me, but I'll be using it in addition to this concealer by Juvia's Place. This is the shade 7. The Beyond Beauty foundation is shade 206. I think I'm like shade 205, so this is darker than me. And then I'll be using this concealer as well. This is Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 45. I want to first of all state that anything that I'm saying here is alleged, because I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. You know, you can do your own research and find out for yourself. Everything that I'm saying is my own opinion from my own point of view, but I'm going to be making an effort not to bash or criticize or judge anybody in this video, because number one, we are all humans. Everybody has their own shortcomings. Nobody is in a place to really judge. We are not going to make ourselves judge and jury on this matter. And really, I feel like when it comes to things that involve a man and a woman, we don't really always know 100% what is going on. We can only speculate. So I'm just going to be analyzing things from the three people involved, their point of view, from Yul Edochie, his wife, and the second wife, or baby mama, or whatever. So I think the first thing that I want to state is that this is not just an issue of a man taking a second wife. This is an issue of infidelity, because this woman was actually his mistress for quite some time, and then there was now a pregnancy, and then maybe to save face or whatever, he decided to marry her. He's actually running for presidency. I think Nigeria is going to be holding her election next year. So it makes sense that if he has such a scandal like this, he would want to do damage control so that it does not come out, you know, as a form of blackmail or something that's going to be used to discredit him when it's time for election. Because we all know that politics is a dirty game. It's very likely going to happen. Some people are actually defending him, like that, yeah, after all, a lot of men have baby mamas and side chicks even when they are married. So Yul Edochie even did a noble thing by even making it official and marrying the woman, as long as he can take care of her. You hear people making comments like, oh, it's even within our culture to be polygamous, so why are people criticizing him and this and that. You also hear things like, oh, we know that the ratio of women to men in the world is actually less, so what is wrong if a man has more than one woman? Like, it's appalling to me, the things people are saying to justify this. You guys, what is not right is not right. Just like I said, I'm not here to judge, but can we just allow people own up to their mess than try to make excuses for them? Yes, polygamy is a thing, especially in Africa. You know, there are some situations whereby polygamy is not surprising. For instance, if you're getting married to maybe a Muslim or a traditionalist, somehow you shouldn't be shocked if at the back of your mind this man tomorrow says he's going to marry someone else. But Yul Edochie is known to be from a staunch Catholic background. His father, Pete Edochie, is a strong Catholic man, and I even saw that there was even a time Pete Edochie posted, I don't know how long ago this was, but he posted something about, I think I'm going to look for the post and just put it up here on the screen. He was basically condemning the idea of polygamy, and then when this news broke out, people were beginning to read meaning into it, that probably that was him even responding to his son's plan to take a second wife, or to make his mistress or baby mama his second wife. You know, this whole thing started when a Nigerian gossip blog, Gist Lovers, headquarter of violence, those people, I don't even know who their sources are, but most times when they come out and they give you celebrity gists, be rest assured that it's true. Their sources are strong, their gists are always legit. I don't know how they do it. So Gist Lover actually posted, you know, something on their Instagram page talking about how Yul Edochie had gone to get married to somebody. I think this marriage happened on Sunday. Today that I'm filming this video is actually Thursday. So this thing happened on Sunday, and then on Monday, I think Gist Lovers now posted it. You know, apparently Yul Edochie had gone to pay the ladies bride price. I think her name is Judith, and she's a Nollywood actress. I don't really know her, I don't watch movies, and I don't even think she's actually that popular. So Yul Edochie had actually gone to pay her bride price, you know, allegedly on Sunday. Like, it was a private ceremony, no phones were allowed. They wanted to keep it low key on a lockdown. You know, this setting powder is by Laura Mercier. I'll just be using that to set my face. Gist Lover actually posted about it, and then I think it was in a bid to do damage control, and he didn't want to be exposed by this online blog, that Yul Edochie had to now post on his Instagram page. I'll just put the post here, where he posted about, you know, basically introducing the world to his son. And this son in question is a very beautiful baby boy. So this is the child that he had with the mistress, or who is now his second wife, you know, and he introduced the child to us officially, stating how he loves the child just like his other children, and this and that and this and that. And then Gist Lovers also went ahead to post a screenshot of them in the DM of Yul Edochie's wife, Mrs. Mary Edochie, I think that's her name. She confirmed that she actually was just hearing the gist. Apparently, she did not even know that her husband had plans of going to marry another woman. She found out on the internet. She found out on the internet. Imagine having been married to a man for 17 years. Living with this man, supporting him when he didn't have nothing, bearing his children. They have 4 children. Their first girl is about 16 or 17. I think their last child is about 4 years old. She has 3 beautiful boys and a lovely daughter with Yul Edochie. So you've lived with this man all these years, you've been with him for all these years, supporting him through thick and thin. You know, you just celebrated your 17th wedding anniversary. You just did that late last year, and he posted on his Instagram talking about how they started with nothing. He didn't have anything, but she stood by him, and this and that. Imagine being through all of this, and you wake up one morning, open your Instagram page, and you see your husband trending for going to marry another woman. I can only imagine her state of mind. I can imagine the shock, the betrayal, the hot tears. I can imagine. Left for me, I just hope she's not on the internet right now. She doesn't need to be on the internet right now, reading what people have to say and all that. Like, it's just very humiliating. It's extremely humiliating. I'm not going to stay here and start saying men are scum or men will stay in your wife. The usual things that everybody will say at a time like this, because I believe there are good men out there. It's not a man thing. People mess up. Women have done it, men have done it, and guess what? They will keep messing up. People will always mess up. You cannot vouch for anybody. That's just one thing that I've realized in this life. I'm going to be using this pencil by Blossom Makeup to do my brows. I forgot my sharpener, guys. When I told you I'm not at home, then I'm going to be cleaning up my brows using these 2 concealers. This darker one, which is more like closer to my shade, I'll be using it for the beginning of the brows, while this lighter one will be from the mid part to the end of the brows. It's always, I just realized it's always better that way. I can only imagine how she felt coming on the internet and seeing this. So my question was, were they even in the same house? Maybe you would have even told her that he was traveling or something. Like, how did you do such a thing? How did you? Oh my god. Let me clean up my brows. I'll be back after that. Guys, a little correction. The second wife in question, I just checked her Instagram page. Her name is Judy Austin Mogalu. That's her name on her Instagram. Okay, the way I want to talk about this is that I want to take each of them one after the other and possibly see things from their own point of view to understand how this might have happened, or some things that might, I'm speculating here and this is my opinion, I need to state that, some things that might have led to this current situation. Let's begin with the man in question. Oh, Yul Edochie. So Yul Edochie is 40. I think he just celebrated his 40th birthday in January. I saw that on his Instagram. He's been known to be married for forever before he even entered into the industry. He's been this kind of person that presents this wholesome, family-oriented kind of personality. That's the way people look at him. They look at him with a lot of respect. So a lot of people were let down when this news broke out. People could not believe their ears or their eyes. Now let's talk about this man. I told you guys that he's just 40 and he's been married for 17 years. So do the maths. He got married when he was 22. Now think about it. How many men get married at 22? So you guys, I'm going to be using this eyeshadow palette, this Blossom Cosmetics eyeshadow palette, the Nigerian brand. I'll try and keep everything within this palette. You can see the different colors here. Just as I was saying, in those days, let me not say those days like it's so far away, but you know, even till now, some parents don't even want to hear anything. They don't even want to hear that, you know, you impregnated somebody out there. They're going to make you get married to that person. You know, so I think this was what happened in the case of Yul Edochie and his wife of 17 years. You know, he got her pregnant so early. And anybody can agree with me that a man of 22 is still really young. There's a lot about, even a woman, there's a lot of things you have not discovered about yourself. You have not experienced life. You know, so he didn't have time to explore, to do a lot of things. He became a dad and a married man at a young age. It's very easy for someone like that to feel like they've missed out on life some sort of way. You understand? But he married the girl, and then, you know, they went on to have other children, and apparently he didn't have anything. Well, of course he wasn't going to have anything. He was just 22 when this whole thing happened. So he didn't have anything. You know, they roughed it out. She stood by him, and now he's now this international Nollywood superstar. Now there's a lot of fame and fortune. Women are probably flocking around him, you know, and then probably I'm thinking, this is my opinion now, probably there's a part of him that feels like, oh, those kind of things that I did not do, that exploring that I did not do, that, you know, going out clubbing, dating different women, you know, a lot of things that he might have he could have done when he was younger but could not do because he ended up getting married really early. He now probably had the opportunity to do them, and with the fame and the fortune and then women flocking around him and stuff, he probably gave into that temptation. But I have heard, I'm not confirming this, I'm saying that I heard that this woman that he's taking as a second wife won't be the first person that he's getting involved with outside his marriage. I have also heard that he actually gives people ultimatum before he gives them movie roles for them to come and sleep with him. So it has been projected that this man is somehow randy, and probably this time around he couldn't get away with it because the lady in question got pregnant. You know, in a bid to do damage control, he decided, instead of it coming out that I impregnated somebody outside and all whatnot, let me just bring her in as a second wife, and that is what he did. A part of me also feels like he's actually in love with this second wife in question, because if he has been having affairs with others, he didn't go ahead to marry them as second wife, number one. Number two, there was a post, I actually scrolled down Instagram and I found this post from way back, like a few months ago, insinuating that he was already in love with two different women. And with the way things have found out now, it's easy for us to put two and two together and say, okay, now we see. And funny enough, I actually saw on his Instagram page this morning, he posted a picture of his wife and wrote number one. I just put the post here, and funny enough, the second wife commented under it. And at this point I'm like, this is trolling. I feel like they are kind of making a mockery of this woman. Is it supposed to be damage control, or I don't know what was the meaning of that post exactly? It does not make sense to me. So let's move on to talking about Judy Austin, the side chick, and looking at her. If I were to guess, I would guess that she's in her late 20s or maybe early 30s. I have no idea, but that would be my guess. Now, when you get into an affair with a younger girl, maybe someone in her early 20s, mid-20s, such a person probably is not yet ready to settle for being a second wife. She's probably just doing it for the funds, you know, because the man in question is going to be spending money on her, sponsor her, take care of her and stuff. She's not thinking of how to come in and be a second wife. So very likely that kind of lady in that early 20s, mid-20s is not going to want to get pregnant for you. But when this woman is like in her late 20s, she's mature, she's in her 30s, you know, she's already thinking, okay, I probably see myself with this man, I'm ready to settle down, I don't mind if he's going to leave his wife for me. That does happen. She's probably already thinking, okay, even if he's not going to leave his wife for me, I don't mind having a child, because, you know, there's in quotes biological clock. So such a woman, if she gets pregnant, is likely not even going to want to, you know, get rid of the pregnancy. So that might have been what happened. We are only speculating. We don't know if, you know, they plan to have a child, or the child entered and the woman is like, I'm not taking it out. All we know is that there's a baby right now. So first of all, I went through the page of this Judy Austin lady, and I realized that this relationship was a full-blown relationship for a while. Like, if you check her posts, she posts Yul Edochie quite a lot on her page. Like, I feel like anybody that was on her page would have been able to easily put two and two together without this story even breaking out, because she doesn't just post other people like that. But you see this man, she has been posting him on her page for a while, you know, about his presidential campaign, about his endorsement, about movies they've done together or projects that they've involved in together. She posts this man. So I feel like she wasn't even hiding it. So I also feel like the wife must have known about this affair, or at least suspected. Do you understand? Because we women, we always know. You can't live in the same house with a man and not know that there's something fishy happening. So for her coming in now as a second wife, she probably doesn't care. You know, she must have prepared herself for this backlash, and she really doesn't care. I mean, her page is not even on private or anything. People are going over there, dropping comments, you know, curses, insults, and all whatnot. And for her to even have the audacity to go and comment under the post you made this morning about his wife, I feel like she really does not care. She has like tough skin. She has prepared her mind that whatever, I am ready for it. I'm going to go ahead and line my eyes using this Beyond Beauty gel liner. I always prefer this gel liners generally, but this particular brand is my favorite. I prefer this to regular liquid liners, and it's very affordable. I'm going to be using these lashes by Miss Metics. It's a lash I've used several times. I really like it. In this whole situation, I believe that the wife is the victim. She did not deserve this, because she had built with this man and everything. Like, even if they were having issues in their marriage, I feel like there was definitely a better way to handle things than to go outside, get someone pregnant, and marry her as a wife, with your wife finding out on the internet. Like, this sounds like something out of a Nollywood movie script. I'm using this pencil by Paula Beauty. This is their purple eye pencil. You guys, I told you I didn't bring my sharpener, so the pencil needs to be sharpened. That's why it's not really popping very well. I actually did think he loved his wife. If you check his post, you know, the kind of videos they post, although I think what I have learned now is that you can't even judge the state of people's relationship from what they post. I mean, if Cora or be this situation has taught us anything. These are the two powders I'm going to be using today. This is Maybelline powder in shade 350 caramel, and the MAC Studio Fix in the shade NW58. So you guys, I went ahead to jot down some things that I feel like we can all learn from this situation. The first thing I think we can all learn is that anything can happen. You can't even vouch for anybody because of this. Do you know why? I realize that even you yourself, you can't even vouch for yourself, because there are some situations you find yourself in. You even see yourself doing things that you never knew that you had it in you to do. You understand? So your relationship with someone, your marriage with someone can be perfect today, and tomorrow you don't even know who they've become. Anything can happen. Life is unpredictable, so always prepare yourself. You need to be mentally strong, psychologically strong, spiritually strong to withstand anything that happens, because really anything can happen. The second thing I want all of us to learn from this situation is that we should not idolize anybody. Do not idolize anybody, because everybody is human. There is nobody that is perfect. I think people are shocked because it is Yul Edochie, knowing the kind of brand that he has, knowing his dad and the values that they uphold. We should not and cannot, it's not even wise to idolize anybody. All those Team Grwm, those that you look at these people and say couple goals, you don't even know if before they made that video they had finished fighting basketballs inside their house, and they come and post everything dancing and smiling, and you be like, God, where? So don't idolize anybody, because if you make somebody's life the standard or the goal, you will be disappointed. I'm going to be contouring my face using this powder. This is from Beyond Beauty Cosmetics. This is the shade BB06. Really dark, really dark. So the third thing I'm going to say is, you can never judge what goes on between a couple behind closed doors. You know, I went to their page, I saw the wife's page, that's Maybelline Edochie, his first wife. I went to the page and I saw videos of them so happy together, dancing. You know, they go everywhere together and stuff like that. And in my mind, I'm like, because checking the date of those posts, I was like, obviously this his baby by this other woman was already existing during the time they were making this post. And you see, he and the woman, he and Maybelline Edochie, all cozy, chummy, and I'm like, so you're out here smiling and having fun and being lovey-dovey with this woman, but you've been cheating on her and getting someone else pregnant, you know? So you can never really judge what is going on. The fourth thing I want to say here is, marry for the right reasons. The way I was born and raised, and the way I've always think this thing works, which I feel is the right way, is people should marry for love. Of course, love is not always enough, because I mean, I feel like there was love between Yul and his wife, you understand? But love is not always enough. But when there is love, it's easier to not do some certain things that will hurt your partner, because you love them and you care about how they feel, and you care about their public image, and you just care about them because you love them. So there are some certain extents you will not go to hurt that person, because you love and respect them. This is the shade I use for my eyeshadow, and I use this one to darken it. So I'll be using this shade for my blush. I'll take my highlighter from this palette. It's the Glitz and Glam palette. So the fifth point here is early marriage and the dangers that come with it. Yes, I think this might be controversial, because early marriage is a part of many cultures. A lot of people have gotten married early, and I mean, the fact that you get married early does not mean that the marriage is not going to work. But let's all admit it, that there are some dangers that come with marrying too early. You know, when you're not psychologically, emotionally, mentally mature, when there's a lot that you have not explored in life. For a woman, if you have not maybe finished, gotten educated, gotten a job, started earning money for yourself, become a woman of your own before getting married, I feel like the way you operate in that marriage is different from a woman who has done all of these things before marriage and childbirth. You understand? I'm a firm believer in that you should do things at the right time. There's a time for you to be in university, go clubbing, have friends, go on dates and all that. And there's a time for you to be at home and be a mother, be a homemaker, be a family woman, be responsible, be a nurturer. There's time for that. So I feel like if you skip one stage and jump into the next one, there's always going to be that sense of lack, that sense of loss, that sense of having been denied some certain things. And sometimes you find such people trying to go back and relive those things that they didn't get a chance to do. I feel like it happens a lot. I'm not saying that it becomes an issue in all situations. Some people are just very well to it and some don't. The next point I want to make is, treat your partner with respect till the end. So Yul Edochie failed here. Like, if things were so bad, why did you not try to sort things out the right way than this public humiliation? You did not treat her with respect. To think that you have children that are old enough to understand what is going on. I'm going to be using this lipstick by Fumi de Saluvo. This is by Juvia's Play. This is their collaboration. Treat me with respect. Respect me enough to sit me down and tell me when there are issues, when we need to work on something, or when you are tired, than disrespecting me. So that is where you got it wrong. So let me spray my face. So the last thing that I want to say is, do not bring his father Pete Edochie into this. I do not know why people are you know, being like, does his father endorse, does the father approve? I think I watched a video where someone said, I'm not surprised that he did such a thing. After all, his father has proved to be somebody that does not value women, because just like I said earlier in the video, the father has made some statements that indicate he's a very traditional man. He's still stuck in that way of thinking. No, Yul is a full-grown man. Yul is 40. He is 40. Pete Edochie himself is not a polygamist. So can we not make this about his father? Before this video gets too long, I want to end this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. What do you think about this makeup look? Do you want more videos like this? Please let me know in the comment section. Also, let me know what you think about everything that I've said. You know, I don't know. I hope I didn't come off critical in this video, because that's the last thing that I want to do. I just wanted us to have a discussion about it. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I have to wrap up this video here, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.